I like cake very much. I like ice cream very much. I dream of eating a lot of donuts. I'm glad. I dreamed of eating 2 big cakes. It was delicious. These are the words of a 3rd grader named Koharu Nagayama, or should I say a 27-year-old man named Tatsuki Fujimoto. The mastermind behind iconic works such as Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man likes to roleplay as a young girl on Twitter. Shu Ishida, the author of Tokyo Ghoul and Kyojin X, once said that Tatsuki Fujimoto must have realized that he is crazier than he thinks. And this coming from someone who drew Tokyo Ghoul, you better believe that it's true. I am Kon TV, and as of recording, we have a little under 1 month left until the anime PV officially airs by MAPPA on June 27th. To tribute the time without anime to the manga fandom and to everyone who is now here in general, let's take a look at the journey of Chainsaw Man from the beginning up until now. In January of 2018, Fujimoto had finished serializing his debut series Fire Punch. The creators of popular works such as Spy X Family, Dan Da Dan, and Hell's Paradise were Fujimoto's former assistants during this period. Fujimoto started reading Jujutsu Kaisen, Satsubatsu World, and many other manga at this period of time. He also started watching a lot of interesting and scary movies to help him come up with a plot, which would then be called as Chainsaw Man. Also, he was watching quite a lot of YouTube videos related to food. You can find that on his Twitter handle. By the end of the year, we had little to no word on Fujimoto. But on December 3rd, 2018, he started serializing his next work, which may be his greatest yet. Chainsaw Man. Now, Chainsaw Man was a hit. Fujimoto drew Chainsaw Man the way he wanted and didn't follow the rules a shonen mangaka usually does. In a recent interview, Fujimoto said that, "I always wanted to serialize in Jump. So I had a feeling that if I drew a serialization there was a risk that my work would get buried if I made a Jump-like manga. Because of that, I tried to retain much of my individuality as a creator while making only the structure and characters Jump-like." By this, he means having a trio of main character like Benji, Aki, and Power, and also a sensei figure, in this case Makima or Kishibe. Fujimoto stated to have read a lot of successful and unsuccessful Shonen Jump manga. He did that to understand the common mistakes made by a young shonen author and to avoid it. 2019 was an explosive year for Chainsaw Man. From the introduction arc to the Bomb Girl arc, it was pure chaos. This was the year Chainsaw Man had come into the spotlight for many, introducing the main cast Aki, Denji, Power, and Makima, and also characters that had arcs focused on them like the Katana Devil and Reese. Now Reese, or should I say the Bomb Girl, is something else. Fujimoto is known to take inspiration from the Western entertainment, and in my personal opinion, reading the Bomb Girl arc was like watching a thriller, chaotic yet beautifully directed movie. Also, Reese was almost everyone's favorite character at that period of time. At the ending of 2019, Chainsaw Man was on an unstoppable roller coaster. As bad as the year was for all of us, it couldn't stop Chainsaw Man from thriving. In fact, this was the biggest year for Chainsaw Man. On August 2020, the manga had over 3 million copies in circulation, which was quite decent. 2 months later, on October, the manga had over 4.2 million copies in circulation, which then, in December, grew to 5 million. This was the year when the Chainsaw Man fandom made a name for itself as one of the most talented fan base for a manga franchise. We also saw amazing developments by the fans. At one point, the fans began to animate Chainsaw Man themselves instead of waiting for it to be done by a professional studio. In fact, the fandom still does it. If you have been following the Chainsaw Man manga for a while, you must have seen these iconic works done by the Chainsaw Man fandom, especially on YouTube. The Chainsaw Man ending by Chainsaw Man YT, Chainsaw Man opening Devil in Your Heart by Liar Mask, Jujutsu Kaisen opening Chainsaw Man version by Mad Yu, Welcome to Hell by Lightbox Mapping, Chainsaw Man PV featuring Rickrolls by me, and countless others that we may never forget. The first popularity poll for Chainsaw Man was held in May of 2020, in which Power came out victorious. It was also then where Kobini's car outdid Kobini herself in the rankings. Chainsaw Man had the same amount of momentum as last year, but something was different. You see, in 2020, Chainsaw Man blew crazy big. This was also the year where Fujimoto gave us the renowned orgy cover spread featuring Kwanzi, the iconic panel introducing the Darkness Devil, the sensational Kobini Scar meme, and the final moments of a main cast together. It was much more emotional, much more funnier, and much more chainsaw. 2020 had 3 arcs to offer us: the International Assassins arc, which introduced to us the first ever Devil Hunter Kwanzi and the Puppet Master Santa Claus, followed by the Gun Devil arc and the Control Devil arc. All of these arcs were mind-blowing, but there was a question: at what cost? In the midst of the Gun Devil arc, there was a fast-spreading rumor stating that Chainsaw Man manga was at its climax. Initially, we didn't think much of it, but as we got closer to the Makima fight, I guess we all knew it. After a few days, Chainsaw Man had an end date released to the public, and an announcement planned. And obviously, as everyone speculated, on December 13th, 2020, we got an anime announcement by MAPPA Studios. But that was not all. Many of our wishes got granted as they announced a sequel, Chainsaw Man Part 2. This doesn't really happen in Shonen Jump that often, but for a series like Chainsaw Man, it fits. I cannot talk about a journey and forget the Great Chainsaw Depression. Now you might ask me, but Gon, what is this Great Depression? Well, it's depression. Now, Chainsaw Man Part 1 ended on December 13th, 2020. We had the amazing announcements of the anime and Part 2, but we had no dates given to us. So from December 13th, 2020 to April 14th of 2021, every day was hell. Each day we thought that today would be the day where we get a certain announcement, be it the manga or the anime. Each day we had our expectations broken. Everything felt impossible. Even though we had amazing fan artists and cosplayers keeping our overall morale of the fandom up, we on the inside were being crushed to the soul. And we can never forget about the time when the Chainsaw Man's PR team trolled us big time. They hosted a stream to celebrate the release of Chainsaw Man Volume 11, which was the final volume of Part 1. The stream had a 11-hour countdown in it. We were told that we would get an announcement or something along that lines after the countdown. I remember watching the stream for 11 hours straight. So once the stream reached its end, there was a countdown. The countdown was chilling. I had goosebumps watching it live with thousands of people that felt the same way. I remember that MAPPA had retweeted the stream on their Twitter handle, which made us speculate that the announcement could be a Chainsaw Man anime PV or a poster of some sort. But boy, were we wrong. There was no announcement. Ever since that day, we lost hope. Days went by slower than ever. The fandom had almost died down. At each Chainsaw Man announcement since then, the fandom showed their faces to receive those announcements but then went back to their long sleep. Until April 14th. The day we didn't think we wanted but the day we needed. MAPPA announced their plan for the 10-year anniversary stage by releasing the first ever Chainsaw Man anime PV. Then, ever since that day, we lived with the strongest of hearts and are still waiting for the anime PV to air. By the time you may be watching this, the PV might have been out for a while. It might have been a good adaptation or it might have been a bad adaptation. To me, it doesn't really matter. Chainsaw Man will forever remain in my heart. As of March 2021, we had our last recorded sales for the Chainsaw Man manga, which was over 9 million copies in circulation. As of recording, there is little to no update to the sales, but it might be safe to assume that the sales might have gone beyond 10 million. Whenever Fujimoto or the Chainsaw Man team speaks anything about the anime, they either say that we think that the anime is in good hands or it's having the greatest production made by the leading studio in the industry. Now the anime is being done by none other than MAPPA. We already know that. But did you know that MAPPA has been hiring a lot of freelancers lately? What freelancers, you may ask? Well, as I said, Chainsaw Man fandom is really talented and they can animate some crazy scenes. And MAPPA saw that. MAPPA has been hiring their workers ever since 2019. And these workers have been complaining about the working conditions in MAPPA. But with this step, the only people that are gonna work on Chainsaw Man are the ones truly passionate about it. The last time a studio hired a bunch of freelancers similar to this was in One Punch Man Season 1 and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. So the expectations for many is off the roof. There have been rumors about the production too, such as the use of CGI for devil designs. I agree that the Chainsaw Man devil design is very complicated to draw every single time, but I wouldn't complain if we got a CGI mixed with a bit of 2D animation. MAPPA has been doing this for a while with Inuyashiki, Dorohedoro and AOT final season, so they know what they're getting into. And another rumor was that Chainsaw Man might be streaming on Netflix exclusively. Now Netflix has a system for weekly episodes. The perks for this would be that Chainsaw Man can air uncensored. The downfall is that it would limit the number of viewers drastically. But hey, it's just a rumor for now. But I wouldn't be disappointed otherwise. No matter what happens to the adaptation, whether it's well received or not, we will still be receiving the sequel, Chainsaw Man Part 2. There is going to be a possible logo redesigning for the English covers of Chainsaw Man, and the volumes will continue to be published from volume number 12. We also know that Part 2 will focus on Denji's school life, so that should be interesting. 2 years back from now, I became a part of this wonderful fandom, and ever since that day, Chainsaw Man has changed my life for the better. The fandom is amazing. Who knows what will happen after the adaptation, but one thing I'm sure of is that I love Chainsaw Man.